Hi guys, welcome. And today we are going to react to street lifting. The athlete we are going to be reacting to is Pere Coll. He's a Spanish street lifter. And to put you in context, street lifting is a sport that combines calisthenics and strength, specifically the squat, the powerlifting version of the squat, not the weightlifting version. So we're going to see a lot of low bar squats, and the rules from powerlifting, at least in the squat, will remain. Uh, I'm not completely familiar with this sport. I practiced it before. I actually did 15 kilo muscle up, 65 kilos pull up, 80 kilos dip, and 200 kilo squat at 85 kilo body weight, which is nothing compared to what we are about to witness right now. So, without further ado, we will watch this, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts. So, I really like this sport because it combines, as I told you before, calisthenics, weighted calisthenics, and strength sports like powerlifting. So, the first movement is the muscle up. The hardest movement is going to be performed at the beginning because we are recovered, we have all the energy available for a complex movement like this. So Pere is going to start with 40 kilos, which is 92 pounds for my American audience. So what we want to see on a muscle up, at least for what I can tell, is you want a strict movement. Of course, you can balance yourself a bit. You can use just a bit of momentum. Because if you realize he started behind the barbell, and then when he started the movement, he moved forward a bit, but without losing tension. And then he pulls himself up, and his shoulders are parallel to the barbell. And he does that in a clean movement, not like what we see in beginning in CrossFit beginners that they normally will do a chicken wing muscle up. That's not allowed here. So 40 kilos for his first attempt. This is the same, almost the same as weightlifting and powerlifting. You have three attempts. So now 45 kilos or 105 pounds. And as you can see, a clean movement. His shoulders were parallel to the bar and is a good lift. He has three judges for what I can tell. And for his last attempt, 50 kilos. These are calibrated powerlifting plates. These are metal plates. 25 kilos are color coded. Red is 25, blue is 20 kilos, yellow is 15 kilos, and green is 10 kilos. So 25 kilograms or 55 pounds, two plates. And for what I can tell, is a no lift. His best ever muscle up is 52 kilos, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, a no lift. And let's see the replay and the explanation. So everything is good until, as you can see, uneven shoulders during as you can see, uneven shoulders during the transition. As he points that here, his shoulders are not parallel to the barbell. So that's why that was a no lift. Most of the times we are going to see somebody saying that he can do X amount of weight outside of a competition, but there are rules in the competition, and you're not always going to lift what you are able or capable of doing in training. So now the second lift, a pull up, a strict pull up. You can use a chin up or a pull up. You can use a supinated or a pronated grip. You can choose whatever you want. So here we see Pere starting with 95 kilograms, which is 210 pounds, plus his body weight, which is right around 90 kilo. This is men's 87 kilo, which of course he's weighing less than 87 kilograms. So 95 plus his 87 kilos body weight. He's lifting another human being on his first attempt. And yeah, um, you need to start the movement without any movement. You need to be really strict, and your chin needs to be above the barbell. So 45 kilos for his second attempt is a good lift. Now 110 kilograms for his third and final attempt. I think he went a bit heavy on his last attempt from 95 to 110 kilos. That was really a big jump. So that was a no lift. He lost some tension and the place descended a tiny bit. Also, my retraction was a little weird. So when he started his pull up, for what I can tell, he wasn't motionless. That's why, as you can see, that took away a lot of the strength from his pull. And also, I don't think his chin was above the bar for the judge to mark it as a good lift. Well, a good pull up. Now, the third movement is a dip and also a strict dip. And here he's going to start with 140 kilograms, which is 308 pounds. The shoulders need to be behind the elbows, below the elbows. Oh man, yeah. The shoulders need to be, oh, yeah, the shoulders need to be below the elbows for it to be a good lift. You can tell the judge is here and he's watching close enough to see if his shoulders are below his elbows. Just as the squat, you need to squat below parallel. Here you need to do the same. 140 kilos for his first attempt. Now 155 kilos or 345 pounds. And of course, it's a good lift. Just look at that. His shoulders are below. This doesn't count, like over here. His shoulders need to be below the elbows and complete extension of the elbows once the movement is finished. And I guess he needs to wait for the judge to tell him that he can uh, leave the barbells. Now, 165 kilos or 365 pounds. This is a massive weight. I mean, 165 kilos. If you try to squat 165 kilos, you'll understand that here it is a really massive weight, let alone in a dip. Now we'll see. Shoulders below the elbows. For me, it's a good lift. Just look at how muscular he is. And that's the third and final attempt. And the next movement, which is why I really enjoy this sport, is that they broke the stereotype of the calisthenic practitioners. of the people that do calisthenics. Normally, when you see somebody that makes or that practice calisthenics, they don't have a developed legs or lower. They don't have good legs. They have skinny legs, and they don't train their legs because they tell you that it is going to affect their movement, which is kind of true. But I mean, I really like this sport because they are training their legs, and this guy is really strong. He's not a weightlifter or power lifter, and his first attempt is 200 kilos, which is 441 pounds. So he needs to be motionless before the judge tell him that when he lowers his hand, that's the signal for him to start the movement. Then he braces himself and goes below parallel and waits for the signal to let the barbell on the racks. And that's a good lift. And then on his second attempt, he's going for 210 kilos, which is 465 pounds. He waits motionless for the signal. Now he can squat, he braces himself, and he goes below the parallel line, and that's a good lift for me. And for his final attempt, 220 kilograms or 485 pounds. We'll see if he's able to do this weight, which is really a massive weight. Let's see, below the parallel line and a bit of struggle, but for me it's a good lift because it was he didn't stick in any point. Of course, he struggled, but it was for me a good lift, and yes, it was a good lift. So yeah, that's street lifting. What do you think about this sport, guys? Let me tell you in the section down below. And if you want me to react to more sports, strength sports related, or maybe another different kind of sports, you can tell me in the comment section down below. As always, it's a pleasure to do these videos for you. And we'll see you in the next video. Please like, share it, and subscribe for more. See you guys. Ciao.